Hey guys, let's continue solving these positional puzzles. First thing I see, this right here, which doesn't really look threatening. Of course, if queen was here and then bishop was here, then I would be worried about. So first I'm just gonna look at the pawn structure. Pawn structure looks healthy on both sides. Maybe I want to push this pawn to make my structure even better, and then maybe to create a weak pawn or weak square on b3. So as far as pawn play is concerned, I would probably just only consider that move. So let me look at pieces a little bit. My bishop is a bit stuck, so maybe I have to push c5, but then b5 is hanging, so maybe queen b6 to protect that pawn and then try to push b5. But if I go queen to b6, then it seems like he can play b4 and get great control over c5, so maybe that's why I have to push a4. So let me try that move first. Okay, it's not that. Also, pushing this pawn would stop him from pushing b4 himself. It's not that either. Probably that would just overextend my pawns on the queen side. I recently created a chess course, and for now it's completely free. So click the link in the description if you want to check it out. What about just exchanging this knight? So this knight cannot really go to c5 on that great outpost. Oh, it's not that either. Okay. Yeah, does c5 make sense right away? Maybe it actually does, because he cannot really take this right away because I'm gonna have this covered attack on the queen. So let's calculate this a little bit. If I go c5 and he takes with the knight, I take with the bishop, and that looks good. I think it may be c5. Okay, it takes there. I did not calculate this, because if I take here, then I'm gonna lose the pawn, and I don't think I want to take with the bishop. Okay, but let's try bishop. He takes with the pawn, and then I have this move, which is threatening checkmate and also winning the pawn back. So I think that's it. Queen d5. Okay, that's alternative move. Okay, I have this move as well, but if I take check, I move. Yeah, that's the same. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go at the beginning. So c5. So the text says, indeed white wants to play b4 and kill this bishop on b7. So c5 is a freeing move, and now it gives some variations. For example, if knight takes c5, then queen d5, and after e4, queen takes d4, bishop e2. Wait, why bishop e2 when the knight is hanging? And then queen e5. I don't get it. Why not just take the knight? I don't really get why we don't just take the knight. It says queen e5 followed by knight g4. Maybe there is a mistake in the text, but I'm going to believe it for now. So instead of e4, he can also play f3, and then we take the bishop, takes, and rook f to d8. Very logical. These are all logical moves. Okay, but it says after knight takes c5, we shouldn't take with the bishop, takes queen d5 because of e4, and it says this leads to a better position for white. I'm guessing if we take this pawn on c5, he's gonna win these pawns, one of these pawns, B or A, and then he's gonna have 2-on-1, so that could be dangerous. Okay, makes sense. So let's go back. Knight f6, takes, we take on b2. It says queen d5, e4, and then queen takes c5 was another option, but let's go back. We take on b2, he gives this check, then we just trade bishops, rook a to c1, bishop c6, protecting b pawn, f3, queen c7, just developing, bishop c3, f6, blocking that bishop, rook f to d1, rook f to d8, rook d6, takes. So that was just trading pawns. King g8, trying to get king closer to the center, bishop b4, queen d3, attacking a pawn, queen d2, just trading, bishop d7, and trading in an opposite color bishop endgame, and they agreed to a draw. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video.